at spring
Yeah.
training, a
Well,
little
now
more
it's
relaxed
actually-
atmosphere.
Actually, second. You sat right here when they got me the day they gave me the job.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, it is. It's good. It's exciting. Spring trainings. I love this time of year. I love the drive down here. I love when you get here and you see all the guys again, and and it's just good to see everybody.
What were the emotions you're feeling as you're pulling in for the first time, as the manager of this ball club?
Well, the whole drive was kind of like that, kind of similar to the last time I drove down here and got the word.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting, there's a lot of firsts, it's putting it together and but I think just building off the way we ended and everything, I was excited about getting down here and it's good, like I say, to go in there and see the guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's everybody looks great. It's I think everybody's encouraged, everybody's excited, feeling good about things, and just anxious to get going.
And pitchers, you said pitchers, acquiring pitching was so much of an emphasis in the offseason. So for you guys to have done that, does it make pitchers and catchers reporting day even more special, kind of see what you've assembled and all that?
Yeah, and just I'm anxious to see, we had a lot of young guys that took giant steps forward, I thought, last year, and it'll be interesting to see where they are right now, if they can continue to build on things that they did last year, and because there's a lot of them that don't have a big baseball card, so you just you still don't know, and there's still going to be competition for jobs and things like that. But we got the guys we wanted, really. When you end of the year, we start looking at how we wanted to improve our club and the guys we wanted to go after, and we got the guys that we wanted. So we're excited about that.
How much of a setback was it for you for Sean Rodriguez?
I just really hated. I was more worried about his family. It's funny too, because I called him, talked to him on the way down here. I had some time to catch up, and really didn't even ask him about him. I was more concerned how your kids are, your wife, and your family, pretty much. It just the short time I've known Sean, and you play against him, and the guy's a baseball player. He's a little gamer, and really enjoys, I think, everything about this whole gig, and so it's tough for a guy like that to have that setback like that.
How is his family doing? I know his wife had the broken leg.
I think everybody's out of the hospital and mending. I didn't even. He was just explaining all that to me. I saw the video and everything, and it was just horrific. But he sounded good. It was, I left him. He was like, "I'll see you next week," and so I'm glad, the children are okay, and his wife also. That's tough, it's scary.
This time of year we always talk about the optimism that's always existed, but does it feel different this year than the last couple of years? I think that probably.
Well, obviously, for my sitting here, it does for me. But I think for me, it's legit. I think our club and what we did and what we accomplished last year and how we ended and going into it this year, and I think it's a legit feeling, and the positivity and the wanting to get after it and get the game. I'm ready to get the games. We haven't even worked out. I'm ready to play games.
Have you seen Bartolo yet?
No, haven't. So I say I've been in and out.
Yeah.
It was amazing yesterday. Though I come out here at 9:30, and it seemed like the whole group was out here. They were stretch, running, throwing, and a lot of guys threw pins, and guys were working out and hitting, and but it was good to see. A lot of guys, I think, are excited and anxious to get going.
The flip side of Sean Rodriguez, as bad as that was, what about adding Brandon Phillips for that up the middle defense? I know he's not what he was, but he's still pretty
He's
damn good.
Still a really good player, I think, and that's like I told Coffey when he was talking about that. It's like, he's still one of those guys that I hated to see come up. He's dangerous, and the guy, for me, I always just marveled at how easy he plays the game. But he's a good player. I think he just further legitimizes our lineup and lengthens it. And I don't think it'd be anything but a good thing to have him in the our lineup.
The veteran pitchers you brought in, Dickey, Garcia, and Colon, what do you think they can bring? What kind of impact can they have on a young staff?
I think it can be enormous what they have on a young staff. Just the fact that those guys have all been there and done that, and they've gotten through that major league season as starters, and they've all been very successful. I think young guys can watch how they go about it day in, day out, and really learn from that. And just they don't have to do anything more than be themselves, and they're gonna be a great influence on our young guys.
How are you looking at that final spot of that rotation? You know, Folty is there, but are you going to tell Blair and Whistler that spot can be theirs as well?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's it's a job that I'm. For me right now, I'm not giving it away. I mean, it's just I think it's the competition is good, and I think everybody needs to feel like they can be that guy. And whoever wins that, we have 7 weeks. 7 weeks from tomorrow we break, I think. So a lot can happen, and just I think these guys will be ready. And like I said, competition doesn't do anything but good for a situation like that.
When you were driving